Hey, what's up everybody, this is Muth24, and today I'll be taking a look at the final member of Noble Team that I need to collect to complete my Noble Team collection of McFarlane Toys Reach figures here, and that is Cat. They've done a completely different mold for this figure. It reflects how the female Spartans look in the game, so the features of her figure, in terms of like how her hips are shaped, how the arms are a little bit thinner there, are different than with Carter, June, etc. Looking at the box here, you'll notice she's a very light blue color, and she does have a robotic arm, which is pretty cool looking. Got the pistol on the back. We have some of the other Series 2 figures. You got a red CQC, there's Carter, a white CQC, Cat, steel-colored CQC, a grunt miner, skirmisher miner, and an elite officer. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and use my X-Acto knife, pop her out of the box, and then we will do some posability and size comparisons. So here's Cat out of the packaging. Just because of the lighting that I've got going on right now, her visor might look gold or that copperish color, but it's actually silver. And I believe she's the only member of Noble Team that has a silver visor. The rest of her is that light blue color, and then there's some nice silver on her mechanical arm, some silver, dirtier color steel on the boots there, and same color for this arm. And then you got some streaks of wear and weather. You got some white on top of the helmet there, some gray in the front. But again, very nice detail. I really like the way that these figures are detailed and how the paint jobs are applied. I do find that she stands up pretty well on her own. You do kind of have to fiddle with the way the legs are positioned, but if you'll notice, her legs kind of bend backwards a bit, much like how the elites are designed. And the only thing that it kind of removes from her characters, she doesn't have much ankle mobility, I find, compared to the other figures. It can twist around like so, it can go back and forth, but you really can't angle it all that well, and that's just the way that the bottom legs are designed and the way the kneecaps are built. So it's good for standing her up, but I don't think you'll get as many dynamic poses out of her legs as you would with the other figures. For her head, I'm going to zoom out a second, can rotate 360, can go up and down, can go side to side. Torso has a nice range of motion, and she can go 360, rock back and forth. The arms rotate at the ball joints up here, can go up and down on this side, back and forth. The wrists have a hinge, and they also rotate 360. For her robotic arm, it can actually go a little bit higher just because it's thinner and there's less to work around there. It can rotate all the way around, if I don't get it stuck there. Can rotate 360 at the elbow, and then it actually has a joint here, or sorry, a hinge there that allows it to rotate, and you get some nice detail like the pneumatic tubes and wires and stuff in her arm. And so this hand doesn't actually rotate, but the arm does. And this hand is a little bit more flexible than on the other side. And I'll get to that in a second when I show off her weapon. But same kind of posability for the legs, the upper legs here. You can get to go back and forth. Can spread them about that far. Make your dirty jokes below. Can bend the knees about that far. Don't go forward though. And then you already saw the ankles. She does come with one fragmentation grenade, like most of the characters do. You can stick that on the belt back here, either side. There's a peg. Well, she can have her shoulder armor removed, like with the other figures. The peg is actually here facing outwards, and then the socket is there. Whereas with the male members of Noble Team, it's actually the other way around. The socket goes inwards. So you could switch the armor out with other female Spartan figures. I know there's a pink female air assault figure, but there aren't any others that I know of yet. So I wonder if they're going to make that so that you can switch Cat's armor with female characters, but not with any of the male Spartans. I don't know if the chest piece feels like the chest piece can come off. Yeah, chest piece does come off, and that one's actually still built the same way as the other one, so I guess you could swap the chest piece with the other figures if you wanted to. But she does come with her pistol that she uses through most of the game, and that's where the hand being more flexible comes into play, and because of that you can put it in her hand a lot easier. And I'm going to try and see if I can get her to hold the pistol with both hands. A second. Oh, come on. I don't think she does it that often in the game, but you know, sometimes she has to take a real accurate shot. Yeah, you can kind of pull it off. I could probably get it to go a little bit higher if I fiddle around with it more, but overall, pretty nice character. I really like the flexible hand for the weapon. I think it's a nice addition that they probably should have used on the other figures, but whatever. You know, too late to change that now. The legs are interesting, and they help her stand up a lot better, but in terms of, you know, leg posability, not quite as good on the other ones. But size comparison here with, first up, Carter. And there he is. So you can see that Kat is a little bit shorter than Carter. And actually the angle I've got it makes it look like she's actually quite a bit shorter than she really is. But at any rate, here she is next to my Series 8 Master Chief. And he's got his legs bent a little bit, but if I were to stand him up more, they're almost about the same height. Kat's actually a little bit taller than Chief is. So that's one thing I've noticed with the Reach figures, is they seem to be a little bit taller than the other Halo series figures. Kat does come with the same peg on the side of the leg there that you can put the pistol on when she's not using it. There's also one on her back, which you could use if you wanted to, although that would look kind of goofy.